Hey, what's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. That being said, just want to jump in real quick, man, and give you the poor man investor's, technique. Did I say it's not financial advice? Because it's not. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I feel like I said that already, but I lost track of stuff because it's light. Anyways, so what I've done with a lot of stocks, crypto, and how I really started in the market was I started low. I didn't have the money to jump in thousands and thousands of dollars at a time, because you hear people say, oh, I got 10,000 I put in this, or I got 5,000 I'm looking to play with, and I'm over here thinking like, well, I got like $7 to play with. So what I did is I learned the hard way. I put money in, I pulled out. I'd put money in when it was high, and I'd pull out when it was low. I was chasing, and always losing. But I always justified it by saying, well, only $20 here, only $30 here. But it all adds up at the end of the year, and you get your taxes back, and I'm saying, holy cow, I lost $800 this year, whatever. So what I started doing is learning the system. Like, you really have to monitor the market, monitor the way the line works on these stocks. There's pullbacks, there's dips, there's volatility, there's highs, there's some that aren't very volatile at all. So you'll do your own research on the stock. But let's say you pick a stock and you know that this stock jumps up and down often. What you've got to do is learn discipline, patience, and not be emotional when you do it. So what I started doing is buying, so for instance, I had a stock, I'm not going to say the stock name, but I had a stock that I jumped into, that I noticed it would go down to like 75 cents, 70 cents, and it would jump up to like $1.25 often, or $1.30, around that range. So one day I dumped like $40 in, and you got to think, to me at that point, that was kind of a lot to dump into the market. This is a few years back. So I dumped it in. When it rose up, and I had the plan. I said, man, I watched this thing a million times, and it took about a month, and it rose up to where I thought it would. I pulled out the money. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. I can't do two things at once. Anyways, I pulled out the money. And I wound up making a few bucks. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, wow. So then I waited and I did it again. I watched it dip down to like 75 cents. I bought in, it dipped down to like 70. And then I said, man, I put 40 in, and now I watched it dip down to 70. Let me put another 40 in. So, I did that. And then I started doing it with multiple stocks. Okay, I knew it was going to do this, and I'm only putting $5, $10 at a time. But when it rose up, I didn't get anxious and sell. I just held on, held the ride, because I knew if I pulled out, my $40 investment and my $10 profit or whatever it was, I was going to spend it and not have it to put it back in. So what I would do is I would watch it rise up, just sit there, and when it went back down a couple months, I'd put another 10 or 20 or 40, whatever it was, each stock. So I'm putting $5 in one stock, I'm putting 40 in another stock, I'm putting $5 in another stock. And then I had multiple stocks going like this, to where I was reading them and watching them go up and down, up and down, up and down, until at one point I felt like, okay, I got a couple hundred in this stock, couple hundred in this stock, 800 in this stock. And when it rose up again, which it did, I pulled my profits. And then I started doing it over and over, and I pulled my profits again after a couple months. And then it built up to where I was able to do that, and make, a couple $1,000s at the end of the year off of it. So it's a small technique, like even like with Disney. I didn't have a lot of money to put into Disney this time, but when it dipped, I thought, man, I'm gonna put, and a lot of people can't even put 100. I put $100 in a while back, and then it dipped again. It went up a little bit, it dipped again just recently, and I put another 100 in. And I thought, Disney's is one of those companies, to me personally, I think it's going to go up for many years. I don't think it's going to go up tons of money, but I'm just from my own DD. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold that stock, but so I figured I'll let it do it a couple more times. But I started thinking, you know what, with some of these blue chip type stocks, maybe I'll do this and just let it ride until I got a few grand in them, you know what I mean? And then here in 10, 20 years, pull them out and see where it takes me. So that's just a small technique. I don't know, hopefully it helps you. I just got back picking up Chinese food, and I figured I'd bullshit with y'all on my way. So hopefully this helps you out. If not, don't blame me. It's not financial advice. Have a good day. Peace.